Alright, so as you can tell, this is not a recap. This is one of more of those type of videos where, maybe you're not really where you're at your trading, right? Or at least where you want to be right now. And perhaps you need that one thing to click. Ideally, I do love backtesting, especially at nights. Kind of, you know, here's one thing that a lot of people won't tell you, but is that since majority of this week has already passed by, meaning that since tomorrow is Thursday, we only have two more trading days of this week, whereas we've already surpassed 3 days, majority of the days of this current week, right? So what this means is that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday passed, so now we should have a very good understanding of what to expect Thursday and Friday, and that I'm just gonna break it down. I don't want to, I want to be transparent as possible, for the sake of actually educating you guys, right? If you guys actually spend time at looking at these videos, then I want to make sure that I'm that person for you guys. And I always try to keep it a buck. And since we know Monday, let's take a look at it, right? So Monday, honestly, felt like Monday. Monday was the setup quality. Honestly, I have to give it like a solid 5 out of 10. I did well, but it's only because I took a reversal off of this wick here, right? For resistance. Otherwise, I wanted to basically see it hold. I wanted to see it hold resistance over here, basically. Only thought being is that came up, drop, came up, drop, came up, retested, drop, came up, drop. So I want to see it basically for the one, two, three, fourth time just to crash, right? So that was Monday, but not my best style of trading, to be brutally honest. Tuesday, yesterday, yesterday I had a great day, but honestly I have not been able to read this chart, not been able to read this week really to the best of my ability. Even this morning, we'll talk about it here in a second, but even this morning I kind of choked hard. Now if you watch my just the previous video that I uploaded today, literally a trade recap, um the video right before this one, man, that 50, I already forgot, $53,000 on a day. That's, today I was in flow state. So again, I kind of just came to fruition with this fact, and I'm honestly really happy with it. Obviously, everybody wants to think that, you can win forever, or your one win is gonna be like, ideally your one loss should be so minimal where you can have like one win and that can cover like literally like 40, 50, 60, 70 losses. That's not true. F those who say that. So, with that being said, um, when I have a win, I mean, first of all, they're massive losses. They can also be pretty hefty to say the least, right? I mean, that's my biggest weakness. However, I only have one loss every 2 to maybe 4 weeks. So literally out of 19 trading days, worst case scenario, I'll have like two or three losses. I don't care who says what. That's the literally almost the highest, one of the highest win percentages in the whole industry, right? And that's even before I move my position to protect my entry. So, meaning moving my stop loss, right? So I can almost always walk away guaranteed, knowing that I know that I'm going to make profit, guaranteed, and I know I'm going to walk away with some type of money. Now, don't get me wrong, this is CPI news. I did want to take a sell here, but ideally I wanted to, when I saw it breaking down here, because this was one support, right? So now it's resistance. It's resistance, all these wicks, resistance, resistance. So, I took a stab, and I just wanted to basically see a flush down here. Really struggled, and plus when we saw the wick, I just got out. Okay, that's good. To clear the chart a little bit, and I realized this much later, but we basically were doing this, right? And then CPI basically saying that we want to hold it right here to push up. I feel like I've been really anxious. I feel like I've just been really putting myself in a position where I'm distressed for one. So when you're emotional, when you're distressed, you can't really show up to the charts thinking that you can uh, operate at that same performance that you used to be, right? So kind of learned from yesterday, and I literally was just trying to back test the whole day yesterday. Kind of just went out, get some fresh air, drive around a little bit, and then when I came back to charts today, I was, I got exactly what I needed, right? So, it's I'm always gonna say trading is literally as simple as monkey see, monkey do. You see this setup 100 times at least if you have never seen a setup, but you should know how to read the charts now, right? So, which was basically every time it came down, I mean, came up, came down, 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 right? And then when we finally came down, guess what? We were in this huge range, but kid you not, we were literally holding right here. So if I just clear that, let's just draw this real quick, right? And I can extend it. I can extend it actually literally far back as possible. It's probably gonna have to be right here. Check this out. Check this out, guys. Right? Check this out. Got it by the wick, and then it pushed up. Right now, I could have done something better. Instead, I got filled like right here. I got filled right there. Wanted to see literally just tap at current new session. I mean, currently New York session high. I didn't, honestly, I wasn't super optimistic that we would be bullish on the day, but if we were going to be bullish, literally this would be a main TP slash resistance, right? So, funny enough, looking this, you can extend this, you could literally put it all the way to the left. Not hard at all, guys, if you just pay attention. Crazy enough, when I saw this basically rejecting down there, I took a sell. I mean, again, I'm not gonna break down this trade. Because I already did that. I have a whole 17-minute video dedicated to that. What this video is, it's just me just showing you guys exactly how do I fix my charts to the caliber, to the point where I'm like, this is what I like. This is what I want to see, right? So, um, I do whatever honestly feels the most convenient for me, but let's start off with opening up my trading view. So let's say, I always like to come to the market literally 18 minutes technically, 19 minutes pre-market, which means 18, 19 minutes as early as 20 minutes before New York opening. Right now, a lot of people don't understand this, but literally the best, and again, I've been saying this 100 times by now, but the biggest advantage day traders have, it's being able to see continuous data, right? So we can see data where in every other type of stock markets or investment industry, you have to wait for basically New York opening, the bell, and then you can see data move. If I'm just going to show you guys a traditional stock, let's actually look at Dow Jones. Actually, you know what? Wait, can we? Yeah, let's. So, see. Where's today? This is exactly what I mean. People who trade options, people who trade this, you have to. I would say this is honestly a lot harder to read, which makes day trading extremely easy for me. But when you fix your charts, you can clearly see we have like this M-like pattern, right? So basically, we come up. I mean, this came all the way up here. This one came up here. This one's coming up here. Ideally, you want to see basically break as all this lows and fill this gap, right? That's technically like what we call as a we use that area as good as a magnet to pull liquidity, price action, in other words, into that zone. Forgot what's the term we called it actually. It's been a while since now I've been out of the office. So look, I don't know where the price action is going to come in there, but it's not going to be surprising. And honestly, stocks, it's kind of a lot more patient, meaning in terms you could literally hold it until price action gets in that area, and typically that's when it dies. So, yeah, see, not surprising at all. I think there's an ETF of Dow, hence its price. Um, but you see how literally at we traders, day traders would never be able to, future traders, especially those queer sum traders, you would never be able to trade this, never in your 9 or 100 or 1,000 lives. And if you want to wait for market opening, well, by the time market opens, you already missed your move. And this is fast, right? I mean, let's just put on a 1 minute time frame. See, it's fast. It literally, stocks and options trading, it is fast ass money. It's supposed to be like this. It is fast ass money. That's 46 points. Literally, again, guys, stocks, it's a little bit different. Or 4.6 points. I don't really know which one now, but technically, with contracts, especially the macro contracts, I believe, or micro, it's very, very similar in terms of futures lot sizing. This would literally be the only move of the whole day that you take. And then there's news. News are also the best trades for futures and typical traditional stocks. So if you're not entering a pre-market, you're literally. I just tell people all the time, it's not like you even want to have an edge. It's not even the fact. It's the fact straight up. You don't even understand how blessed and privileged you are to be in that space. I mean, everybody's gonna make errors, everybody, but there's a lot of people who just straight up are too stubborn or don't even want to understand what's their biggest blessing. So, if we just go back to this, again, guys, let me just show you how I set up my charts. I typically like it zoomed out as much as possible. It's zoomed out to the max, and then when I show up the next day, making sure my canvas, my charts, in other words, are all cleared. I typically save my charts a night before, literally before I turn off my laptop to sleep, right, to prepare for the next morning. So when I hop on load trading view, straight up, I want to just zoom in a little bit, not super zoomed in. This is a little too much, right? There's a little too much, and then I want to extend it like this, and I want to be able to read the charts. So I noticed, again, we already talked about this. You have to always, don't just be curious, and just dive straight into the, reading the market. I do that a lot. I do that a lot, honestly, and trust me, the amount of times that I fucked up my analysis just because I don't have to read this, guys. This is like automatic to me. This is clockwork, right? I came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down. Okay, we're holding this. Want to push up? You're gonna retest the market opening. We should push up, at least hold over here. If not over there, then this would be a great TP goal. Again, I could do this literally just seconds, right? I mean, there's days where it sometimes takes me a few minutes, a few more minutes. There's some days where straight up I'm unsure, and when I'm unsure, that's just a straight good and solid indication of me just telling myself like hey, RZ, you need to de-risk, right? Because you don't know what's happening. So it's again, this is state flow work, or state flow trading. I don't know what these young kids call it nowadays, sorry, but trading is honestly that simple. Now if you don't know how to, if you don't set up a chart, you're gonna have a lot of problems, right? You're gonna have a lot of problems. For one, you can't see this. You most definitely, I mean, that would still be readable, but you need to see to the left, because like a book, you don't really know what to expect, and you definitely don't know what's happening if you don't read all of this. Don't you have to look to the left to actually confirm a certain story. And then there's some traders, especially future traders. I don't know why. You guys look at it like this. This is ICT. Divergence, bro. Oh, wait. Divergence, bro. Oh, we broke market structure. We're bearish. You jump in and you fucking act like a dumbass and you get stopped out massively. So, fix your charts according to your liking. Damn, zooming in the charts actually gets me fucked up. Um, really, the more you have it zoomed out, the more you can actually see. Honestly, the more you're gonna be calm. I don't really understand how and why that's news, to be brutally honest, but it really can be. Um, Other than that, see, like I can literally tell why we held support over here. I mean, that's what I saw literally. Um, that's a trade I took again. Just so many confirmations from line over there, line over here, triple four candles, all the body tops or top of the bodies. So easy, guys. Just so easy. I'll look over here. I just put a line over here just to be on the safe side for you guys and simple. Came up, came down, we broke it, we wicked it. When we finally broke it, retested support. Now when we bounced over here, but then we flushed it. You have three candles over here holding it before we flush. Came back up, retest, came up, retest, push up. We want to see it come over here, push back up, but at the same time, I don't want to be the one that really says this, but if you just look over here, the only retracement we had was this candle right here. So then we're going to push up. And honestly, I feel like this area right here would have been a great sell area just to chase price to bounce over here. So I wish I did that, honestly. I kind of saw it and I was contemplating. Again, I'm a little bit new to US30. And one thing I can tell you with US30 is that if you're not 100% sure, you should go to anything that you're trading in life. I mean, whatever you're trading. But just as a general rule of thumb, if you're not sure, don't put real money on that shit, right? So, um, to even de-risk and try to take something new, I feel like it's stupid unless if you're 100% well aware of the risk. I personally contemplating that a little too long. I took a buy over here, and next thing you know, I got a little bit greedy, and I think that was a losing day for me. But July 7th, so 8 days ago. So very very simple trading. Honestly, I did fund a new account. Again, I love doing these new account flips. I mean, I'm not successful at them whatsoever. It's just a huge different mental game, man. I gotta be honest, this is not for the weak. Really not for the weak. So coming over here, realizing that every time it came up, I mean down, we came back up, down, up, down, up, down. I want to see what she's doing. This one was honestly not as confusing. However, I did want to see this one drop. But then looking to the left, we came up here and then we tanked. Look over here, you basically have these double tops plus a wick that says we came up and rejected it. So, if you did just say that as support because this was resistance. She wicked it and pushed up right now. I'm not at all surprised because I also did take a buy just because for the simple fact that we straight up held over here. We on June 19th. Or no, this was July 3rd, which was a half day. Or a bank holiday actually. I believe it was a bank holiday. Um I This just seemed like such a great trade. Again, it happened all pre-market, and just wish I could put that a little bit lower. There we go. Um, I wish I was just a little bit. Actually, this one, since it was a bank holiday, first when market had opened, she came up to like right here, which was great, and then she came back down, and then she pushed up literally three times higher than what was presented at the first few seconds of market opening. So, when you're already up 30, 40 points, and then she retraces literally like 20 or 15 to 20 plus points, why would you want to take that when you don't 100% know, like, if that thing is. What if, worst case scenario, and this happens so many times, is that what if she just wanted to come up just to basically grab its orders right in this zone before she just tanks, right? And then sometimes, and who knows, but sometimes when she tanks, it's 100 pointer, it's a 200 pointer, it's a 400 pointer. So, I don't want to anybody say, you just gotta be that confident. No, if you nobody can ever be that confident in anything in life, because at the end of the day, you got to do what to do to protect yourself, right? You got to do what it takes to protect yourself. uh this is weird. One of those fucking scam callers. You got to do whatever it takes to protect yourself, your account, especially as an investor. Your first and your only goal is to protect your account. One thing so many traders don't understand is that if you can't do that, you'll literally get fired. In every report that you write, that's one thing that uh every jobs managers or the management staff will always look at now. Did this employee follow this or so and so protocols? And one protocol is always going to be protecting or cutting your losses small, especially when you get the chance of um you know let's say your heavy drawdown, which that's also a writable offense. Well, reports can always save you. I'm pretty thorough. A lot of people can actually explain themselves in this field. If you can't explain a trade, then you also will just get fired right on the spot. This industry, like the medical field, is absolutely cutthroat, right? So you spent so many uh, like medical field or medical major students, is that you spent so many years, supposed to at least, you spend so much time studying for something, and then when a test comes to prove yourself, you do that piss poor thing, right? So if you make a mistake, you're gonna get punished. Now, as an investor, you want to make sure you can at least cut yourself short, which means um, avoiding unnecessary collateral, like blowing evals, blowing fundeds, blowing that so and so account. So, this is all I just wanted to say. Honestly, really happy with my trading, but at the end of the day, I just realized there's always some space and some things to improve on, and this market has. It's not simple. I think I just said that it's not simple. Um, it really has been forcing me to think a little bit more than what I'm capable of doing, or more than what I usually do on a normal day to day basis. But that's good because this truly trading is a challenge, literally for 97% of the people in the trading space, and out of the 97%, I don't think 93% will even make it. Such a big, heavy statistic, but it's so damn true at the same time. So, I love, each and every single one of you guys that actually watches these type of videos. It's very simple. If you go over here, this is also a great video, and a great example, and I just want to show you guys is that um, you see that we're coming down. We're bullish right now. We're climbing back up, climbing back up, climbing back up, climbing back up, and every single up comes with a little retracement, and then for a new higher high. This is literally one of those examples that's like this, right? It's only up, only up. So ladder is literally A plus setup. Now we know we're gonna we come on, it's simple. We're looking where is she gonna hold so we can push back up, right? Now I'm gonna say this. This is straight up your best zone. And look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, RD, why did she retest that to the wick and not to the double bottoms of the previous candles? RZ, you're so goated, bro. RZ, you're such a goat. I know. I know. I know, nigga. Oh my god, RZ, when I broke it down to the 1 minute time frame, it literally wicked it. RZ, you're so good at this shit, RZ. I know. I know. All I'm gonna tell you, look to the left, it'll always help you to the right. Also, obviously we knew she was gonna come down here, right? I mean, holding this area, but the wick over here says up here, the wicks over here say down here. We want to see, okay, well, if I put my line up there, it's literally the double bottoms right there. So it's now you're kind of left with two options, assuming you know you want to take a buy. Exactly where do you get in a buy? Now, this is one thing I have been contemplating for quite a few days, as a matter of fact, so quite some time, I should say. Because when I have something curious or when something in my mind, I really want to backtest until I get an answer and it comes with logic. Do I want to take a buy over here? Because it was holding my support zone. Remember my little support zone? I don't remember where it was, but it was something like that. Oh, that's perfect. Wow, without not even looking at it, that was perfect. So, do I just want to take it a buy and as soon as she starts coming up, or do I want price action to come above my blue line first, on top of my support, and then ride it to the top? These are all questions that people should be asking themselves. It's really not that easy to honestly understand, and honestly, even for me, it takes a lot of trial and error to learn from. Because and you don't have time to think about it. This is not things that people will always give you the shitty answers. Like it just depends on the setup. Like no, 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 no. You're really putting yourself in harm's way because you're forcing yourself to come to fruition with whatever you think and however you feel at the moment is how you're gonna trade based on how you feel about that setup. But that's nothing different than me looking at a big booty Latina saying, now she got me hard. I need to do it. It's stupid. Use your fucking brain. Um, Especially when you get in trading and when you're about to trade, and if you're in your trading window, I should say, looking to take a trade, you're really allowing yourself to be eager as possible. I don't do that in my trading personally. So, uh, okay. So I gotta get going now. So, I think this is a great video. Um, I always want people to know how their trading could be to the best of their ability. Let's start off with this one as well because this is great. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Ideally, we can agree there's something in this channel right over here, right? Sweet. Came down, came up, holding over here, came up, came down, again holding over here, came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down. We want to see it hold in this area. Let me just clear it out. I want to see something hold literally like right here. Now, our bias is clear that she's going to come up, going to retest this area, push back up. Well, ideally, I want to just basically see it test this area. If not, it's going to be new session. Well, it's going to be highs for that week. Let's see what happens. So again, the question I asked you with the previous setup, pre-market. This is all pre-market, by the way, man. If you take this trade pre-market, you would have made easy 103. Now, here's the thing. This is now 103. I mean, yeah, 103 in the span of 15 minutes, but she came up, came down, and went back up. I'm not joking. Let's look at the 1 minute time frame. From here, 103, or actually, I should say 86. From here, 48. You're already sitting at 120 points if you took these two buys, or at the very least, you should be up. You should be up no matter what, 35 plus points, either way it goes. But people don't want to trade that. People don't want to trade pre-market. So look what happened at the opening. She went up and she came back down. I wonder if oh yeah, she kept going all the way down. Wait, but this is not surprising because didn't I say I wanted to see it hold right here? Yeah. Wow. Close enough. That's really close. Oh wow. I don't really remember what I did because that's July 1st. That's literally that's whole 14 days ago. But I also want to show you guys again. I want you guys to wonder this: when do you enter? Why did she retest this zone and then pushed up? See, this is trading for you guys, by the way. So this is how you learn. This is how you trade. Everybody else wants to be. They want to try to act like a smart ass. They hardly even have a payout, let alone, even if they have a payout, they can't fucking afford their life. They can hardly afford their rent or their mortgage. And I have multiple mortgages, and I still have an apartment myself. So really, really simple. As always, peace, love, and cheers. And anybody can do this, guys. That's a lot of people just give up. That's just kind of the name of the game. So peace, love, and cheers. Please drop some supportive comments or maybe some constructive criticism so I can learn and try to make these videos better for you guys as well. Thank you.